Hey everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to do direct proofs. So let's get into it. So firstly, the rules in order to do a direct proof would be that P of x implies Q of x. P of x is your first statement and Q of x is your second statement. We always assume that P of x is true and we show that Q of x is true. Okay? So firstly, this is the statement that we're given. We say it says here that if n is an element of real numbers, so just to be clear, one moment. Okay, so I just use these symbols, the euro symbol, and I just put a Z, but it actually means if n is an element of integers. Okay, so if n is an element of integers and 7n minus 3n is odd, then n is even. Okay, so this is the statement that we need to prove. Okay, so step one, all we would do is we'd firstly write down that it's a proof, and then we'll ask ourselves, what is our P of x? So in this case, if you remember, I said P of x is your 7n because from our original statement we'll break it down. And in this case, if you look, this is your first statement that's given. It's telling you that 7n minus 3 is odd, and your second statement is telling you that n is even. Okay, n is even. So that'll be my P of x, that'll be my Q of x. Okay, then of course you have to state that P of n is true. You have to say this part, P of x is true, because in the rules it does tell you that you assume that P of x is true. So since P of x is true, we know that n is, in this case, 7n minus 3 is odd. So when we're going to solve to show that this is true, we solve for P of n minus 3, you're going to say your n is equal to 2k plus 1, okay, for some integer k. And then we have 7n minus 3 is equal to 7 times 2k plus 1 minus 3. All we're doing here is we are replacing n for 2k plus 1. All right, so then if we work it out, we know 7 times 2 is 14k, 7 times 1 is 7, and if we minus 3, we got 4. Then we're going to break it down, okay? Thereafter, we replace the inside variable for a special variable. In this case, it's e, and we say it's equal to 2e, where e is equal to 7k, sorry, plus 2. And thus, 7n minus 3 is equal to 2e for some integer e, whence Q of x is true. So that would be how you solve for a direct proof. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.